Ryan Michael Wright. I am the Matadore. All over this world, motherfuckers knew about Thoth. And you knew that Thoth wrote thousands of books. And you knew his queen wife, her name was Mat. And you even sent your agents with Babylon, your T. Joneses, to go fishing and ask me to see if it rang a bell. And then you relayed your messages back on your phones to try to see if that would have anything to do with you not going to hell. And you felt like I didn't know nothing about. But you motherfuckers knew there was a Matadore Vodal that worked at the mall. And you still wanted to pretend like you didn't know what the word was about. And the word was God. Nothing exists but through him. And while you motherfuckers is in hell, shame, for millions of years, $112 queens that the one God created they all having sex with the King of Kings, the real Lord of the Rings, always existing. I said, let there be light. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. And all you in that hell, evil motherfuckers, you in that lake of fire. And Ryan Michael Wright is the one, the Son, the Creator God of existence. And while you motherfuckers is down in that hell, burning, and I'm sending monsters and demons to rip your motherfucking flesh off, you in that hell, you ain't got to be worried about doing some learning about existence in God. About trying to do some repentance. And praying to the one true God. You just burning. You ain't got to do no concerning about nothing. And while you motherfuckers is doing all that, my queens is doing some real learning. and I'ma rap exactly what I mean. It's a Sunday. Or should I say, the day is Sunday. The 7 matadors, queens on the one God at the same time, forever and ever. Ryan Michael Wright, the one God, always existing. And on that Sunday, because my queens feel like it, we'll have a matte extra soft. And all 7 of my queens will lay down side by side. Ryan Michael Wright, I'm the one God. And I start with the first verse. And while I'm making perfect love with her, all of that imaginary family, motherfucking friend, all that old fake ass shit, I'm burning and ripping your motherfucking flesh off in that hell. At the same damn time. I am the eternal word. You motherfuckers is in eternal damnation. And while me and Matandra, the first, are taking our time, an hour or more may go by. And the other matadors, queens, are just watching or meditating, patiently waiting. And honestly, they thinking, next. And next, Cynthia Mudgett. While I'm making perfect love to her, any acquaintance, motherfucking family was a fake family member, all of that shit I had set up and wrote, fake motherfuckers, any of them, kids, All of that shit. I'm burning you motherfuckers down. I'm scorching you motherfuckers. I'm motherfucking burning your flesh and your motherfucking meat off of your motherfucking bones. All you motherfuckers is just agents, your T. Jones, your imaginary figments. And everybody knows that if you died and you was not in hell, and everybody you ever knew was, you ain't concerned about what they doing in hell. And this ain't got nothing to do with that, because these are my queens I created before the world anybody even knew where Earth was at. And we doing our thing on an extra soft mat. After I'm done with Cynthia Mudgett, then Renee Stain. And while I'm doing that, on the extra soft mat, Perfect Love with Renee Stain, any family, fake family, that shit, all that old shit, I created all of that shit. Wrote your name, your middle name, where you was gonna live, all of that shit. Kids, all of that shit, I'm burning all that down in hell. At the same damn time. I'm always existing. My queens live forever. You motherfuckers in hell, you ain't going nowhere. You just gonna be in that hell. And, we ain't new to this. We true to this. See, that had a whole different meaning, and then nobody even know what it was. Next, after me and Renee are finished, I go to Millette Chastain. And while I'm doing that, my other queens are enjoying themselves. On an extra soft mat. Ryan Michael Wright, the one God, the Lord of heaven's armies. The real military. One God and Millet Chastain, we're strengthening that one real army. And while we doing that, all of her people that was so-called fed, the T. Joneses, like all the rest of the motherfuckers that was any kind of passerbys, acquaintances, or anything of us, I'm burning you motherfuckers down in that hell, ripping your motherfucking flesh off, having monsters run through and peel your spines out. Fake kids that I wrote for with this and that perform, that all that old stuff, that don't mean a motherfucking thing. Ain't none of that lasting no forever. We don't give a damn about except eternal damnation for motherfuckers all over the world that went to hell, in hell, and is in hell. You in hell. And you motherfuckers gonna stay in hell. For all you bitch ass, faggot ass men and motherfucking bullshit ass evil bitches all over the world, you motherfuckers, that hell, you in that hell. And it ain't no waiting to exhale. And after me and Millet Chastain are finished, Luna Lorai talking about next. And she's ready for Ryan Michael Wright, the one God. See, she ain't worried about no kind of false guy, no kind of false baby, or any kind of human. We not even human beings. And while we making perfect love on an extra soft mat, while we're doing that, you motherfuckers are in that hell where the monsters and the demons and the inferno and the excruciating pain, where all of that is at. And it's demons and monsters, they running through there and they having fun and they laughing and they acting like they on the set of some It's All That. After me and Luna Lorai finished, the queen, I started making love to Tyra in perfection, with perfection. Tyra Banks. perfect love the same way as with my queens that's laying next to her. Always existed on the extra soft mat. See, we live forever. We're not worried about money in the banks. Love is our wealth. Our love is our wealth. And God is love. Eternal. And while me and Tyra are doing that, at the same damn time, it's motherfuckers in hell like they always gonna be in hell. Them same motherfuckers, evil, blasphemers, non-believers, fake tongue-in-cheek motherfucking fake Christians. You in that hell. And I'm motherfucking blowing through babies, kids, adults, any fake family member Tyra had, any of that shit. I'm destroying all of that. Any acquaintance, anybody she ever knew, I'm destroying all of that. And that shit is regenerating and getting destroyed again, over and over and over. Millions of years down the line. Brian Michael Wright, one God. And when me and Tyra are finished, Brian Michael Wright, the one God, I start on completing the 7 Matadores merry-go-round. In perfect love, the one God and Amira Dime, Amana Lewis, are making perfect love. And I'm gonna take my time. And my other queens, other matadors, they ain't going nowhere. We all taking our time. On the extra soft mat. And while the one God is making perfect love to the 7 matadors, queens, at the same time, my bae is sitting over there watching like she had a matinee, Queen Bae Duna, and she taking her time. And all of that is going on on a Sunday. And that Sunday may just be after the 7 Matadores merry-go-round, Bay doing her one-on-one day. And at the same time, that's the one God, that's my Bay. Tuesday. The one God, Ryan Michael Wright, and my queen, Bay Duna, we had a beautiful day. And I could say I even finished the day. With my queen, my Bay. Tuesday is the one guy, Ryan Michael Wright, and the 7 Keys Queens. To be specific, the very next day. All 7 of the Keys Queens, they ready. As always. Ryan Michael Wright, the one God, and the 112 Queens always existing. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. Keisha Kayor, Queen Keisha Kayor. She's talking about the 7 Keys Queens. They want to make love on the bed. And they don't want it to be a big bed. She gonna find a bed, and she got us where she got the other queens where they gonna pick a spot and they aligning 7 keys, queens on the bed like they playing, like we on some Jenga on the bed. And the one God, I'm thinking I'm gonna start with Keisha K.O. and she told me, no, you start with her. The cool of God is beyond evil's comprehension. And, you know, I mean, I'm already in the bed, and Keisha Higgs, she just, you know, I can't even say a foot away. So me and Keisha Higgs, my queen Keisha Higgs, start making love. Living in perfection. Eternal. The one God inside my queens eternally. And while me and Keisha are doing that, there are motherfuckers that she crossed paths with, went to school with, all of that old shit. They down in hell being burned alive. Blasphemous motherfuckers, men, women, all kind of fake evil motherfuckers. They was all T. Joneses, they was agents, all of that shit. Her kids, everything. Them ain't, none of that shit ain't going nowhere, ain't going to no, ain't, we angels, we not even human beings. They none of that going nowhere to no highest heaven. All of that in that hell. And a whole lot of them blasphemous ass men, and a lot of them, like I said, they on the high level hell, they being motherfucking excruciatingly tortured. That's what I'm gonna say right now, because I ain't even really just thinking about it too much, but I'm making my point clear. Oh, this. Yeah. So after that, Keisha Benedict, Queen Keisha Benedict, is laying right there watching Keisha and the one God. She knowing that I'm about to be finished, and she timed it just right, perfect time and imperfection. That she talking about next. And she not worried about Babylon motherfuckers that's in hell saying super stupid shit talking about call Keisha. and I go from Keisha to Keista. Queens. And while me and the Queen Keista Benedict are making perfect love, always existed, it's motherfuckers in that hell. You in that hell. All you evil ass motherfuckers. Hey, the kids, all the motherfuckers. Hey, and I rode on the horse and I had this pair of scales in my hand, ripping the flesh off of the motherfucker. His name was Scales. All of that shit, ripping it off like it's pieces of scales. Snakes. All of you motherfuckers, you in that hell. And the one God, I'm destroying you motherfuckers. I'm boiling you motherfuckers. Millions of years going by. You ain't going nowhere. You're just going to be in that hell. And the motherfucker, while I'm at it, the motherfucker named Brandon Roundtree. All of that bitch ass shit, all of that faggot ass 2G shit, you dick in the booty ass motherfuckers, you KY jelly packing ass dick suckers, you faggots. You in that hell, you motherfuckers, you in there, the same police departments, the motherfucking undercovers, all that old shit, all you motherfuckers, you in there bare ass and nine. Y'all ain't under no covers with each other. Y'all down there and this motherfucking demons, and they doing all kind of wild shit. That's I'm just gonna put it like that. And the one guy in the 112 Queens, we're not concerned about that. I'm ripping the motherfucking flesh off the Brandon Roundtree. Anybody that was a motherfucking talking head of a beast, the motherfucking all of that shit. I'm motherfucking destroying all of it. I'm peeling your flesh off like it's scales. And this motherfucking monsters, they fucking taking pieces and sewing it together like it's a motherfucking one of those leather jacket and it's patchwork. And that'll be all of those evil, that's all of those scales. That's all of that. See, in Ryan Michael Wright, I created cocaine, I created crack. And all these motherfuckers all over the world, you didn't know Jack. It's monsters and demons, they down there, they slanging you motherfuckers like you some crack. And you ain't down there trying to be in no gang. They down there doing the gang. Them motherfucking demons, just like you was on your phones and you was with the Joneses and you was keeping up with all that. They down there in that hell. They know all you motherfuckers' names. You played the demonic game. It wasn't no game, this shit's for real. And you know, that shame is a real thing when you got some shame on your name. You just down in that hell, you can't live this down. Now, back to what I was saying. Maybe even about an hour later. After me and Keista Benedict are finished making perfect love, the queen, I look at Keisha K, your queen, and she point over here, so I look over there and I'm seeing I'm looking at Queen Sharkeez Theron. Charlize. So in this bed is small. It ain't a whole lot of room to. It's enough though. So I just go from Keisha to Charlize. And while me and Charlize Theron, the queen, are making perfect love, always existing, living in perfection, all of them motherfuckers that she ever had any kind of acquaintance with, any of them, all the 2G, the agents, the T. Joneses, fake false family members, all that false life stuff that was around, all of that shit, that's down there in that hell is being burned alive. After me and Sharkeez Theron, the queen, are finished, I go to Kiana Taylor, the queen. And the one guy that's inside, Kiana Taylor, the queen, living in perfection, always existing. And that hell is the same thing. Fake family members, kids, the false motherfuckers you can't even, they was not a husband. All of this shit that I wrote, all that shit, any of that shit is being destroyed. In hell. All them evil motherfuckers, your T. Jones, your agents, you're not real. You're imaginary, you're physical holograms. You're in that hell. After me and the queen, Kiana Taylor, are finished, Keisha Townsend is laying right beside her, patiently waiting, doing some meditating while she watching. And I go to my queen, Keisha Townsend. And the one guy, Ron Michael Wright, I just might go downtown while I'm at it. And while I'm doing that, everybody, all of them family, all that fake ass shit, that shit is being destroyed. All that's in that hell. Where it's being, all that's being. And I wrote imperfection. Those people that's around her, they wasn't gonna be no real, nothing. And so they a carbon copy, and they truth been being in that hell, been burning, been being tortured, being eaten alive. laying to the right of me and Keisha Townsend, Alicia Keys, she laying there, she watching. And the one God and Keisha Townsend are almost finished. And I'm looking at Alicia Keys while we almost finished. And she smiling. The one God, I finished with Keisha Townsend, and she smiling. Keisha look at Alicia. Keisha smiling. She see Alicia smiling. The one God, I can't help but be smiling. And I go from Keisha to Alicia Keys, the queen. And so the one guy, Ryan Michael Wright and Alicia Keys, are making perfect love, always existing, everlasting. All of that, hey, don't matter. Kids, imaginary T. Jones's family, T. Jones and husbands, all of that. All that's in hell, burn it down. And the one guy, Ryan Michael Wright, and the Queen Alicia Keys, we not in no hurry. And all the motherfuckers in that hell, they not going nowhere. They just in that hell. Where they gonna be? You in that hell? All you evil motherfuckers. All you fake motherfuckers, you in that hell. You didn't believe in God. You didn't. You was envious. You ain't keep it real with no God and Jesus Christ in this world. All that's in hell. All that's been devoured. We not even human beings, man. And I ain't writing no false families that I put queens and angels to be in to be going to no new earth. I look to my right and Keisha K. Orr is smiling. In the bed we on Smiling Island. While all the love is going on. When I'm finished with my queen, Alicia Keys, she finished, we finished. I go from Alicia to Keisha Kayor. And the 7 Keys queens, all my queens still laying in the bed. And Keisha Kayor, we start in perfection, we making perfect love, living in perfection. And the one God, I got everything on lock. And any kids, any of that shit, all of that, the false families, I put the Queen's Angels, I created before her. A lot of my angels, they millions of years old. We're not worried about no passerbys that was worshiping no false gods and no imaginary children that I set up to be part of the story. All that's over with. That's all that's down there in that hell being burned up. So when we're done with that, me and Keisha Kayor, when we finish, and of course we take our time, and everything we doing is in a rhyme. Ryan Michael Wright, the one God, and the 7 keys we completed. Living in perfection. And that was just on Tuesday. Did I say Tuesday? Did I skip Monday? I don't get tired. I don't think I skipped no Monday. The 7 keys, queens, was Monday. Now, Tuesday. And while I'm, all this has happened around like a right. Omnipresence, omniscience, omnipotence, omnibenevolence. This has all happened. And what's happened, happened. So this is nothing brand new. the way it is. Motherfuckers is down in that hell burning like they always do. And while that's going on, right, Michael, right? I'm having the perfect love perfection with the 7 Matadores queen. And we all a matador. And I'm having another merry-go-round with the 7 keys queens. And the next day, I'm having another merry-go-round with the 7 queens. And the 7, they on some lavish all over the place. And the one guy, Ryan Michael Wright, I'm thinking, okay, what y'all got planned? How we, gonna do this? I'm just thinking. I'm gonna wait and find out. I know it's going to be something different. Last time, all 7 of them were lined up in a bed, side by side. And we were under the sheets. And while we are getting ready for another time, the one God I'm thinking about the last time, and I'm knowing that all 7 of the 7 queens was shoulder to shoulder laying side by side. And they each made love to Ryan Michael Wright, the one God. And I'm thinking about that last time, and I was inside. Queen Nike Mercedes Vornado. Queen Hoops Nicole Alexander.